Welcome to our live streams. This is where the grown-ups trade. No hype, no flexing, no TikTok guru nonsense. Just focus, discipline, and respect for the craft. Here we trade gold, the oldest store of value on Earth, at the precision scalping level. That's where trading gets real. Where a single tick too early or too late decides everything. It's the hardest style of trading there is. And the highest form, too. Because it demands mastery of mind, structure, and emotion. Execution over ego. Reaction over prediction. Can it be the most lucrative? Yes, but only for those who earn it. There are no shortcuts here. You can't fake discipline at 10-second speed. Most gurus out there sell you dreams from their demo accounts. We build traders who can survive the market on their own terms. We don't promise easy wins. We teach you how to build a system that doesn't break when you do. If you're here, you already know what that takes. Courage, grit, gumption, the willingness to get punched in the face by uncertainty and still show up tomorrow with your rules intact. Because precision scalping isn't just a trading style, it's a mirror. It shows you who you are under pressure, and it forces you to get better, not just as a trader, but as a person. The focus you build here, the emotional control, the ability to act without hesitation, those are life skills. They translate everywhere. So welcome to the Barcelona Trader, where we practice the hardest craft in markets and one of the most rewarding in life. Let's get to work.
Good morning, here we are. It is May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. We're trading gold futures. We're here to trade the New York session. As we build our audience up here, trying to figure out who our audience is. Hopefully our audience naturally gravitates to us. We're kind of the calm, cool, and collected people here on YouTube, streaming live. This is where the adults trade. We do precision scalping here. And pardon me, you're getting my camera here from behind me. I've got cameras all around me here. I can pretty much go from any angle. But today this is the camera. So good morning. Okay. I want to thank Mannheim Steamroller for that amazing intro music. But as we get through our little intro song, we've got the energy right where we want it. It is time to take it down a notch. Let's have a little jazz in the background this morning. What do you think? There we go. Just setting the vibe. All right, let's see what we got. It's 7:45. We've got a little time here before things start rocking and rolling. So let's take a look at where things stand, and let's take a look at what we're looking at. Let me see where I want to start. Well, let's start with a 15-minute. Okay, I mean, fair. If I want to be fair, I always start at the 1 hour. I just like to see the market structure, where things have been, where things are going. We've got this blue band down here at the bottom of the screen. That is last week's low of the week. And up above that, we have this yellow line here. That is last week's high of the week. So we are still operating within the range of last week's. We're operating toward the bottom of that range. We've tried to break out with some wicks. We've tried to break down a couple of times, but haven't been able to. We've popped right back in. Since market open last night, price has been going up for the most part. It was difficult to trade that last night. I actually lost a little bit of money during the session and quit, quit while I was only a little bit behind and not get myself into, over trading or revenge trading trouble. So anyway, that's what the market's been doing. We're up here right now. Price is up here around the WM2 and the MM2. And there's also a pivot there. I think that's the daily pivot point right there. So we're hugging that again. That's never fun, coming to a session hugging the daily pivot point. Anyway, let's look at this on a 15-minute. What we can see here, we've got some, within this range. This was the entire Asia session here. We started here, came up to here, then we kind of came down, just kind of went straight through London without too many ups and downs. I'm sure there was some volatility that was worth trading in there, but I guess unless I was there, I wouldn't know, and I was not up for London. Then right after London, we came down, found support here, and there's where we are coming up right now, right at the MM2. Okay. We have our pivots. I mentioned the DM3, we have the previous day value area high, the MM2, the WM2, the daily pivot point, the previous day point of control, the DM2, which is right down here. So the pivots are really our only predictive indicator on the charts. Everything else just tells us what the market has been doing and what it's done. All right, I like to take price, put it in a box when we start, so I'll come back to that. I'm just going to leave that there for a minute. Okay. Here on the upper right, we have the DXY, the US dollar, on a 30-minute chart. Doesn't look like a whole lot has been happening there. It's been pretty stable. Here on the 1-minute chart, looks a little choppier, but the movements are smaller. Okay, and here on the left, we have the US 10-year government bond yield. We are now up above 4.4 for the first time in a long time. That, of course, makes holding US debt more lucrative than holding non-yielding assets like gold. So that drove gold down yesterday. So we'll see if we've finished this technical rebound. If we look at it again here here's the 15-minute chart, but if we look at it a little bit further out from a 30-minute chart, you see we came all the way down from the top up here, all the way down. It bounced a little bit here, but it came down all through New York, came down, finally hit down here at 45.02 or something like that. Now we have this bounce that has come back up. Okay, so now we have to figure out, is this bounce going to continue to come up before it topples over and goes back down the other way? Or is it going to topple over here at the top of the range, or maybe even where it is right now? It's been making lower highs and lower lows. So, if that continues, then we should be in a downward trend. That is on the 30-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart and on the hourly chart, we are in downward trends. So we are in the 30-minute chart. Those are the broader trends. We don't know if that's going to really impact us in this trading session, and that is because right now we are in bullish legs of the 1-minute and the 5-minute and the 15-minute chart. So we may be going bullish. All right, so here we are on the 1 minute. We are not. Where did my thing go? Here we go. Okay. 1 minute chart. Here we go. All right, we're going to take price and put it in a box. That's going to be hard because it has not been in this range for very long. Fairly established range. But we're going to go ahead and call that it. of this range is going to be called Tuesday, New York opening range. Okay, so as you can see, we have bullish candles are gold, bearish candles are blue. For the tears of sorrow you cry when price is going down and you're not in the trade. We've got a regression channel kind of showing us the not just the vertical range, but showing us kind of the diagonal range that price is going through. We've got support, resistance, we've got swing highs, swing lows, and we have areas demarcated up here at the top as volume and bull volume. These are really just passive order blocks. Okay, the indicators at the bottom of the screen are volume-based indicators. This shows increased volume going in the bullish direction, and it is only measuring market orders. So if there are orders or passive orders, orders that are just sitting in some price area, and when price gets there, it will activate all those orders. Those are called passive buyers. On the other hand, if price gets to a certain level and a bunch of traders start clicking market orders, get in, get in, get in, get in, those are called aggressive buyers or aggressive sellers. So right here, this is telling you the difference between the strength of the aggressive buyers versus strength of the aggressive sellers. And each candle comes up on one side or the other of that equation. And that helps you understand the strength of the momentum that you're seeing. All right, I'm going to open the Zoom room. Okay. There's some crazy stuff going on my screen. I gotta figure out what it is. All right, well, we'll come back to that. Anyway, right now we have 5 minutes for the 8 a.m. bell. I'll be right back. Bear with me for just a minute. right. Hope you didn't make all the money while I was gone. Gotta leave some for me. I bet I know what the problem is. Okay. All right, we've got 1 minute and 15 seconds for that 8 a.m. candle. And let's see what we have for news today. Today, I believe, it's Tuesday, 8:30. We have little trade balance. And we have ISM job services, PMI, and JOLTS job openings. We're going to be here for at least a couple hours, so let's settle in. All right, we've got 9 seconds for 8 a.m. 2, 1, 8 a.m. right there. See what kind of movement we get. A little bit of upside while the algorithms fight it out. We're just sitting on our hands, staying back, not getting involved right now. Okay, so if we look at this on a 1 minute, we see, whoops, pulling it around too much, jerking it around. All right, let me try to say what I'm trying to say. We have price in a box. What that means is I took the little range that we were in when we started the session right here just a few minutes ago, and I put price in a rectangle. As the range, I'm calling it the Tuesday New York opening range. And in that little 6 pip range, we have the WM2, the major pivot in there that is being held. Now it looks like we're trying to get a little push to the downside to see if we have a breakdown. Doesn't look like it has too far to go. You look at it here on the 1 minute, come down right onto that support there. Okay, it's saying it's coming. So I'm going to jump on that a little bit. I'll take a little bit of that. Give me a little bit before it stops me. It stalls me out. There we go. I'll take that. That was a win. Okay. We're right at the pivot. Almost always reliably take a pip or two up. That was a break-even trade. Goodbye, sweetheart. When are you coming back? All right. Okay. Yeah, it's moving. It's moving. Better open Truth Social. Let's see what the hell's going on. Let's see. Nothing for the last 12 hours from Trump. So that's that. And in terms of news, okay. Being a little volatile. For apparently no good reason. Yeah, I took another win there. I think that was about 30. But I might have got slipped a bit. Come back to that and find out exactly how it went. Let's see what the scorecard says. $34. I lost 13 in the other one. So my wins have been 25, 44, 22, 44, loss of 13, 56, win of 34, 44. I'll be trying to go up here. Hi. Ah, motherfuck. Oh shit. That one was a loss. Win. What did I get off of that one? All right, looks like I only got 22 off of that one. Looks like we're trying to go higher here, though. Let's see what this is looking like up here on these other charts. Okay, we're pretty in the clear right now if it wants to keep going up. Let's see if that's what we're doing. Let's go. Hmm. Motherfucker. Yeah. Going to emotionally detach myself a little bit from this trade. We have, I'm in a buy. It is $138 in negative. My stop loss is pretty close to where we are right now. We do take a loss. It will be an over $200 loss on this trade. If we win, well, that's less likely at this point, and we'll only win just a little bit because I'm just going to want to get out of this trade by the time my price gets back up there. I don't anticipate that it's going to be flying like a rocket. So if I lose this trade, I'm going to stop the stream. Yes, I'm pretty much done for the day. I reached my loss limit. I'll sit here and observe things, and if I see some kind of A+ setup at some point, I will, maybe take it, but I won't be on stream for that. I'm not optimistic right now. This is, it looks to me more like it wants to push down than it wants to go up. When I got into the trade, it looked like we were going to continue to fly. But those hopes were dashed. Essentially, if we break through this support, it hits my stop loss. And it looks like that's about to happen. I could just reverse the trade, continue to take it down, but it's so sluggish that I don't even know, it gets through this little support here. It might not, it's just really playing around, being exasperating. I will say, here we go, almost. All right, there we go. We're out.